So day 3, having made it back to the pier. I boarded the boat, the pink boat, and it's time to make our way back to the mainland again. A bit of an odd one checking out this morning. Absolutely no one on reception, so I had to leave them an email and my key and say ta-da then. But that's how laid back it is here, sabai as they say. So I'm on my way back to Pattaya. So then, Koh Samet, time for honest opinions, the pros and the cons. First of all, nice little journey down there. The ferry ride across the bay, cheap as chips and absolutely spectacular. Then you get to the pier area. What I would say is if you're going to come and stay on the island of Koh Samet, absolutely chock-a-block tourist central in all the resorts that are around near the town centre and the pier area. I wouldn't have liked to have stayed there. I was a little bit off the beaten track, down to Aopai Beach, and then round and up the hill and round the corner a bit more. Again, Aopai Beach, nice beach, clean. Again, at night, during the day, lovely. At night time, banging discos. There's a little shop there that they really hike their prices because you're a captive audience, you see. But I did notice, like in the main town, if you could get there, they did have 7-Elevens, about 2 or 3 baht on top of what you pay on the mainland for water and drinks and snacks and what have you. So not too bad in the main town. But on the resorts, the resort beaches, a little bit different, captive audience, hiked prices, and very busy in the evening. So I didn't go down and do the fire show next to the beach because there's a banging discotheque, sort of open fronted beach disco going on, and to be honest, on my own, not really my scene. But I did find a nice little bar up the hill back towards where I was staying, a bit more relaxed, game of pool, couple of drinks, and And then where I stayed, you know, very rustic, very basic, but that's what I wanted. I wanted log cabin in the woods. I've been absolutely bitten to death by mosquitoes, and that's even with using protective sprays and what have you. They find a way through. They get you every time. So now I'm suffering a bit with my legs, but you know. But I think the biggest thing for me was getting about, because it's only a small island, about 16, 17 kilometres along and a couple of kilometres wide. And they kept having sort of hundreds of these green songtails bombing up and down. And there were bus stops. But I stood at bus stops for ages, sort of sticking my arm out to flag one down, and they just kept going past you. And I think the disappointment there, and you know, I found out why. They're only interested in picking up a bus stop with 10 tourists waiting at it. If you're on your own, no chance, buddy, unless one guy said to me that I pay for the whole bus. So basically I pay the amount of 10 people. Instead of 20 baht, I'm paying 200 baht to go a mile up the road. So again, not economical. Motorbikes. You know, I said on my first video, at the end of my first day, oh, I'm going to hire a motorbike. Look, there are plenty of motorbike rental places about. Again, you see, first time I've been to Koh Samet, that was on a Friday. On a Saturday, the next day, I went down in the morning to get a motorbike or hire a moped, and I tried everywhere. Nothing available at all. All day I kept going back again, and sorry, all gone, and that's wherever I went. So, you know, if you're going to go down at the weekend, I would suggest you go in the week, because apparently there's plenty of mopeds available to hire. And again, the hire price, not a problem, 100 baht per hour or 400 baht per day. But in the end, I did get a moped, but I was only there for 2 nights. So on my second day, I got a moped at 5 p.m. in the evening, and I only wanted it for 2 hours. So fair enough, the guy let me have it for 2 hours for 200 baht. You do have to give them your passport. I took a video around the bike before I took it out for a spin, just to make sure I wasn't going to get ripped off or scammed or anything. Always worth doing. And but I enjoyed that. I had 2 hours. I managed to get myself over to Aopay Beach, where I could go and see the sunset. And believe me, for the whole trip, that was absolutely worth it. Where I stayed, the Lost Resort, very, you know, like I said to you, it's very rustic, but the aircon worked, the shower was hot, and then they made some lovely food on site. They looked a little bit short-staffed and a bit overwhelmed, and you have to wait a little bit for your food and to pay and all the rest of it. But sabai, that's the way of life over there. It's very relaxed, very chilled. All told, I'd go back, definitely. But I'd go back and have maybe an extra 2 or 3 days there. Maybe go for 3-4 days. Probably don't want any longer than that. But go like Monday to Thursday. Avoid the weekend. Because very, very crowded on Saturday. I noticed that. Even waiting for the ferry back was very crowded at the pier. But I will say, beautiful, beautiful island. Don't regret going there. I'm glad I did. It's another one I can tick off my Thailand list. And perhaps next time I come out, I'm going to try Koh Chang or Koh Lanta. Because I do like a little bit of island hopping. And who doesn't, eh? Thank you for watching. And like, you know, if you like the videos, they're only for fun. And they're only for, you know, I'm quite new at YouTube and been making videos. I enjoy doing it. For my family and my friends back home in the UK. And please like and subscribe and let everyone know about wall-to-wall adventures. So until next time, whatever you're doing in life, wherever you may be and however you're feeling, just remember, the best is yet to come.